My name is Serena Mitchell. I'm 29, I teach second grade. I'm a single mom, and for 2 years, I was sleeping on a shelter bunk with my 6-year-old daughter, while my own parents were cashing rent checks on a house that was legally mine. Yeah, let that sink in. If you're watching this, stay with me till the end, because what happened next, it flipped my entire life upside down. It started on a random Tuesday. You know those normal days that don't feel like they're about to wreck your whole world? Yeah, one of those. My daughter Lily came home from school, all excited, dumping her little library books on the table like it was Christmas. Meanwhile, I'm standing in our tiny kitchen reading a 30-day eviction notice. Building sold, everyone out. I read it 3 times, like maybe the words would change. They didn't. That night, after Lily fell asleep, I sat there doing math on the back of a grocery receipt like my life depended on it, because it kinda did. $4,200 to move into anything decent. My savings? $1,100. Child support? Ghosted. So I did something I hate doing. I called my mom. Mom, I need help, just for a few weeks. Silence. You ever notice how silence can be louder than yelling? Yeah, that kind of silence. Then she hits me with, "We don't have the space." Meanwhile, my grown brother and his wife are living in her 4-bedroom house. I didn't argue. I never did. 3 days later, me and Lily checked into a family shelter. 2 suitcases, 1 stuffed bear, that's it. And my baby, she looks up at me and goes, "Mom, is this a hotel?" I smiled and said, "Yeah, baby, just temporary." But inside, I was breaking. Because I knew this is the kind of thing kids remember. The smell, the noise, the bunk beds, the shame. Every night I'd lay there listening to that buzzing fluorescent light thinking, she deserves better. She deserves so much better. And here's the crazy part. While I'm in that shelter, struggling, begging for help, my own family is out here living like everything's fine. My brother posting a brand new SUV like #blessed. My mom texting me stuff like, "Stop being dramatic." I started saving everything. Screenshots, messages, dates. Didn't even know why at the time, just had a gut feeling. Then, one day, everything changed. A black sedan pulls into the shelter parking lot. Out steps this older woman in a cashmere coat, looks around, walks straight inside. And when her eyes land on me, she freezes. "Serena, why aren't you living in your house on Birchwood Lane?" I literally laughed. "What house?" Turns out my grandmother had bought a house for me and Lily 2 years ago, put it in a trust in my name, gave the paperwork to my mother. And my mom? She told my grandma I was living there happily, sent fake pictures, fake updates, whole fake life. But in reality, she rented that house out for $2,200 a month for 2 years. That's over $50,000. And it gets worse. She also took out a $35,000 loan in my name, forged my signature, used my identity. That money went to her kitchen remodel, my dad's truck, and my brother's car, while I was sleeping in a shelter with my child. Yeah, that part still hits different. I remember sitting there like, nah, this can't be real. But it was. And something inside me snapped. Not in a loud, messy way, in a quiet way. Like, I'm done. Done being the okay mom daughter. Done being the one who stays quiet. Done letting people walk all over me. So I built a case. Every receipt, every message, every lie. I organized it like lesson plans, because I'm a teacher, right? Then came the moment. My parents' 35th anniversary party. Big crowd, family, friends, everyone who thought I was the problem child. And I walked in there calm, cool, holding the truth in a blue binder. My mom hugs me like everything's normal, whispers, "Don't make a scene." I said I wouldn't dream of it. Then the door opens, and my grandmother walks in, Alive, healthy, definitely not in California like my mom told everyone. Room goes silent. And then I speak. I told them everything. The house, the rent, the loan, the lies, the shelter, my daughter, everything. No yelling, no drama, just facts. Cold, clear, unshakable. You could literally feel the room shift. People who had believed her for years couldn't even look at her anymore. My mom tried to cry, play the victim, after everything I've done. But nobody was buying it. Not anymore. I handed her a legal notice right there in front of everyone. Fraud charges, lawsuit, everything. And then I said the one thing that had been sitting in my chest for years. You don't get to call yourself my mother tonight. Yeah, that was the moment. I walk out, picked up my daughter, and never looked back. Fast forward a bit, we won. Got the house back, got the money back, charges filed, boundaries set. And the best part? The day I unlocked that front door. Lily ran in, saw the backyard, and screamed, "Mom, there's a swing!" Man, I don't think I've ever felt something hit my heart like that. That house, it wasn't just walls and a roof. It was safety. It was dignity. It was everything I fought for. Now we wake up in our own home. No buzzing lights, no fear, just peace. And sometimes Lily asks me, why didn't we always live here? And I tell her, because sometimes it takes a while to find your way home. Listen, if you're going through something like this, family drama, betrayal, whatever it is, hear me out. Keeping the peace isn't always the right move. Sometimes you gotta break the silence to protect what matters. For me, that was my daughter, and I'd do it all over again, every single time. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Drop a comment. What would you have done in my place? And yeah, there's more stories like this coming. Trust me, you don't want to miss them.